Now give me the cummies or whatever.
Sure.
Okay, so what is the secret to rank 1? You said you have it. Give it to me.
Okay, so I've divided 3 different categories I want to go over, and your process of climbing into rank 1, okay?
Yeah. Okay, all I do, I'm hard stuck 700 LP. What the fuck do? I just play Elise. I can't play anything else. I play Nunu if I have, because I don't know how to play, because literally Elise is banned every game now. Literally. You know what? Why do I suck? Can you please help me?
Well, there's a lot of reasons you suck. It's just, you don't have to, you can suck and still climb. That's the thing. You have to process into your mind.
Okay.
So, first of all, one of the things you can do is play meta champions. And obviously, your Elise is pretty good for a challenger player, but the more you're climbing, the more you're coming against junglers that are better than you. So that's why I would recommend playing support type junglers. So, Zach, Nunu, Ivern, you can watch my VODs. I've played every one of them. I just haven't played the new Zach, but I know for a fact that he's perm banned. So I would recommend learning Nunu. I think Nunu is probably the best high elo jungler you can play right now that's supportive to his team.
Yeah.
Also, like when you get autofilled, what's your secondary role right now? Support or mid?
It's like support, basically.
Okay.
It's easy.
So, what are the main support champions that you're actually playing?
Just Sona, because consensual clown.
And do you think you can have the same impact playing stuff like Soraka, Janna, Lulu, Karma? Because those champions are safer than Sona in lane, and they have a bigger impact and pressure for their bottom lane, you know what I mean?
So what was the
And
one?
they also-
Soraka, Janna? Right?
Soraka, Janna, Karma, Lulu are probably the top 4. Well, Soraka's like behind those 3, but you know.
Yeah, Karma and Lulu are too impactful. I think Karma is like super impact, and I'm not the carry support like all those other supports are, you know?
Yeah, but when you play Sona, I watched your most recent video. Like, it doesn't look like you're applying much pressure and like just walking up to Q. But when your ADC's taking hits, that's when it can also trade auto attacks, right?
Yeah, because like they're focusing, so I can like attack and retaliate.
Right, but that's besides the point. We know your support's not your first role, so you should probably focus on your Ivern and Nunu. And one of the other things I've noticed when you play Ivern is, for some reason, you hold on to the shield cooldown. Like, I don't know why. You wait for someone to get damage, but it's like, when you see a Lulu player shield their ADC, it's for them to go aggro, right? It's kind of the same concept with Ivern, but the thing is, Ivern's shield cooldown's so low, they can just spam it in team fights. And it's also an aggressive tool. Like, you don't have to always use it on your Daisy, right? The moment it's up, you just press it, you get extra pressure, and yeah, your teammates can perhaps carry you harder, but yeah. So there's also another thing that I've noticed is, from the champions you play, there's really small things that add up that can really deteriorate your play. Like when you're playing Sona, I would notice you would prioritize your ulting before using your heal. And the ult animation delays the time it takes you for your heal to come back off cooldown. You know, like...
I'm guessing I'm not pressing W before I ult?
Yeah, your heal is your W, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you use your W, and then you follow with your ultimate, the time animation takes to cast your ultimate, your heal comes off cooldown quicker.
Oh, I see. So you want... Wait, I don't use it before. Or
It's something like... You've played Warwick, right? You know how to play Warwick.
Yeah, you gotta use
Q, you ult, and then...
I see what you mean, okay.
It's the same concept. Also, like when you play Elise, I noticed you would Q auto attack rather than auto attack Q. Did you know that her Q range is longer than her auto attack range?
Sorry, wait, Q auto attack? What?
I watched your video.
Yeah.
You were playing Elise. You would Q auto attack rather than auto attack Q. Like it's not for more damage. It's like if you're trying to kill out an enemy that's super low in health.
Yeah.
It's better to auto attack Q because your Q range is longer than auto attack.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
So the longer it takes the time it takes to cast the auto attack, there's potential they run out of range. That's why you want to lead with your auto attack rather than Q auto attack. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, I got you.
Like you get the kill, but it's like really close.
Yeah, there's some situations where that happens, and I have to like blow flash or some auto attack or something.
Yeah, but it's like you want to keep your resources to a minimum. So you don't want to use your flash for like situations you wouldn't need it. But yeah. Anyways, let's close down point number 1. Category number 1, which is play support type junglers. So you're getting to a point where, again, junglers can be equally skilled as you are, and your leads can somehow get countered, right? So if you play champions like Ivern, Nunu, Zach, you have to learn to main those champions at this point in time, so you can play a more support-oriented playstyle for your teammates.
Yeah.
So another strategy I haven't really gone over, but I think it plays a huge toll in like actually winning games, is playing champions that can just push out the wave. So if you're playing ADC, I noticed you picked Twitch. Just because it has a high win rate doesn't mean you can get easy wins with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you play Twitch. You're not a bad Twitch, but it's like if you play Caitlyn, just queue the wave, auto attack creeps, pressure turrets. I don't play ADC. I've carried challenger games playing Caitlyn ADC, and it's the same thing for like mid lane. Instead of playing Kassadin, your Swain, play like Ekko, queue the wave, push it out, look for a roam, or just get your turret as fast as possible, and then rotate to the next objective. Because you don't need to kill your enemy champions to win. It's just getting to the nexus as fast as possible, and that's why teams that have like pushing champions can have more priority. They can help their jungler more, and they can just go for objectives way easier because you have the pressure of having that lane pushed in, and that allows your team to excel and to move forward.
What do you think of Malzahar mid? Have you seen it?
Malzahar mid is... I've seen your Malzahar. It's interesting, but like Malzahar, they like kind of reworked him again, right? But he can still push the wave in pretty well, I would assume.
Yeah.
He can still push, right?
Yeah, like super hard. You can just EW in the wave.
Perfect. Play Malzahar, play Ekko. Like I don't play Ekko as well, but when I play it, I just push out, roam, look for turrets, etc. Look for dives.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on to category number 2, which is morning queues and dodging. So this is obviously the Arc Second method, how Arc Second got rank 1 last season. Yeah. Most people don't know is he would play Diana, Fizz. There's only 2 reliable champions that can hard carry against lower elo players, and he would just stomp against Diamond 3s, Diamond 2s, etc. And he easily climbed to rank 1. But now he's at a point where like he's already on a team, right? He's like a sub for TL. He doesn't need to get rank 1 ever again, right? Yeah, that's besides the point. So the only issue with like morning queues is that you'll get autofilled for the most part, but you'll be in lower elo games, and this will give you an easier way of carrying because obviously you're a challenger player. You're rank 18 right now or something. So winning game is going to be easier, but like unless you're autofilled, most people know who you are, right? You're Pansar Dragon, legendary
jungler,
Soraka main, that too. But that's the thing, like when I was climbing, everyone saw me as the guy that could only play jungle. So I would get my role pretty much every game. But the thing is, I can also play other roles, but I didn't have to. So if you can put yourself in that state of mind where people are allowing you to get your role, because it's your best role, right?
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, I'm challenger. Just let me jungle. I'm in this key with diamonds or something. Don't like flame them, obviously, but as long as you get your role, it should be pretty much an easy win.
Yeah, okay.
Unless your team sucks, but yeah.
Okay.
So obviously for this method to work, you're going to have to start queuing up at like 6 a.m. Eastern. I've tested this out before because my sleep schedule was fucked, and I would wake up at like 6 a.m. Eastern, and all the pros are sleeping at this time because they just come off scrims, they do solo queue, and then they sleep. So you'll have way easier games, as I said before, and really no threats on the enemy team. Just people probably queuing up before school or work or something, right? So again, category 2.5 is dodging. So I'm aware that you've implied that you dodge a lot, but sometimes I watch your videos and I see like really terrible team comps, and I'm really surprised you're even playing these games.
Which one?
There's so many, like I don't remember them from the top of my head, but there's times where it's like a Yasuo top on your team. Like even the guys that one-trick Yasuo, like I don't know, Coppin or Reggie's or whatever, Ace, whatever their names are, they're pretty good at Yasuo, right? But they're hit or miss players. Would you rather have a first-time Galio top or an expert Yasuo top?
Expert Yasuo top?
Really? I'm the opposite. I would rather have a tank on my team.
Really?
First-time Galio. It doesn't matter, yeah.
Okay.
I've seen jungle mains playing Galio top. They have no idea how to play top, but they somehow carry the game. I don't know if it's just by bad luck on my part, or I feel like whichever team has the better team comp is going to end up winning the game.
Okay.
And in scenarios where you're playing tanks rather than carries like Yasuo, a top lane Galio is going to be way more successful in today's meta where team fighting is really team oriented. Unless Yasuo has like many knockups and you play around the Yasuo and get a knockup team comp, But you know how solo queue is, no one really cares about their teammates. Everyone wants to do everything themselves. You'll probably get a Vlad mid, Yasuo top, and you end up with like no CC. Team with more tanks, more CC generally ends up winning. So
you know how
more
I
shields as well.
You know how I look at team comps, right?
Not really.
I look at win rates. Give me the win rates.
But that's not really statistically true.
So, unless you're looking at mass, like if they have what's that one garbage champion now? Oh, if they have Rexler or Kindred on their team, it's a free win.
Kind of, yeah. But like, when's the last time you've seen a Kindred and higher elo? Everyone wants to win. Like, obviously, League isn't as competitive as it used to be. But now with like challenger rewards, people are gonna start trying towards the end season, and that's when, if you can't get rank 1 right now, I don't see you getting rank 1 in a few months from now, honestly. So this is probably your best time to go for rank 1 right now.
That's true. A lot of people are getting that, like, who were like 600 LP before, right?
Right.
So it's so weird to me.
Linsanity, Licorice,
Pobelter. I think Pobelter's good.
Pobelter's improved a lot from last season, but anyways, that's besides the point. So I think that pretty much closes out the second category of knowing when to queue up and knowing when to dodge.
Okay.
So again, I forgot to mention that when I got rank 1, I would actually dodge more than once a day. Like, you know how your second dodge, you lose 10 LP and 30 minute. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like, if you win more than you lose, it does not matter. You'll still end up climbing.
Yeah, and if you lose like 3, it still like would like eventually add up.
Exactly. So just get those free losses out of the way. It doesn't matter. -10 is better than -20, right?
Exactly.
It's a trade-off. So
yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
That's good.
I can't play full AD comps.
No one can.
It's too risky.
Okay. All right, so last category, which is know what champions to play depending on your teammates. So if you're jungling with a superstar ADC, I don't know, Arrow, Sneaky, Cutie Pie,
Arrow,
Freeze as well, right? But like, obviously, you're gonna start queuing up in the morning if you want to climb. Right? What are you actually gonna do? Is my question.
What am I actually gonna do?
Are you gonna queue up in the morning or just queue up normally, like when you would queue up at night?
So like, okay, Diamond stresses me out because this is like, oh my god, what's gonna happen in this game, you know? But it depends how I play. But
let's go under the impression that you're gonna play at night, okay?
Okay, it just depends on my sleep schedule, to be honest. But yeah.
All right. So this is the time where Arrow, Sneaky, all the ADCs queue up. Cutie Pie queues up in the morning. So when you have players like Arrow or Sneaky on your team, right? Exactly. You don't really have to get them fed. You just have to play around them. So instead of picking Elise and hard camping their lane, you don't have to even do that. You can pick champions like Nunu and Ivern. Just set up vision. You don't even have to go red smite anymore. Just go green smite. Set up vision. Go for objectives. Go get free dragons. And make sure they don't die. So I would literally just play Nunu, start top side, get 2 points in Q at level 3, and then just go for early dragon.
Oh, you go 2 points in Q?
Depending on whether or not it's a dragon that can help my team out. But it really depends. Like, if your ADC is like an autofill, then I wouldn't recommend picking Nunu unless you have a top lane like someday playing Fiora. You would do the same thing, but on the top side of the map, right? You want to make sure he doesn't die. You want to set up vision control. You want to perhaps look for a few ganks on his lane.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Like, morning queues, you'll have literal randoms, and
you don't want to play like Nunu, right? You want
to go like Elise, probably Zach, but Ivern, Nunu.
It's kind of scary because
you have no carry potential.
Yeah, you have to like rely on teammates with those champs.
Right, but the higher elo you're in, the better players you'll have and play against. And that's why Nunu Ivern are so easy, because you just press W, you press E, you press R in team fights for Nunu, and then Ivern you press E and Q. So yeah, also this depends on the champions they pick. So Sneaky playing Ezreal is really different than Sneaky playing Kog'Maw, Jinx, or Lucian, you know? Nunu isn't the best pick with an Ezreal.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware, because Ezreal primarily depends on his Qs and such. So again, make sure you go with Green Smite, set up vision, make sure they cannot die, babysit their lanes, and go for objectives. Go for first blood turret whenever you can. Always pay attention to your lanes. So there's 6 turrets you should pay attention to in the early stages of the game. So your top turret, the enemy top turret, your mid turret, the enemy mid, and same thing for bot lane. Make sure you can see when they're going for a dive on a turret that's about to go down, so you can be there for that dive, or just be in the lane that you know you're gonna get the first blood turret in, because first blood dirt is actually huge. Not only is the gold like a huge snowball factor, it just allows your team to rotate to the next part of the map, and that's what you want to do in higher elo.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, Tarzan giving me the gift of rank 1. He says I can do it if I just stick with these plans and not be a fucking ape.
Play Nunu.
Yeah, play Nunu. Highest win rate ever. And also, if you guys want, check out his channel. He's got some educational content. He's got some stream highlights. You know, all the good shit. So check it out. And, you know, special thanks for him to coming on. And yeah, if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, I am Panzer Dragon, and I'll see you guys next time.